Hello everybody. Out here in the woods. I think this is the 5th video I've made today. So a lot of videos today. But I'm taking the opportunity while I can. It's quiet for the most part, and hopefully I've never tested this camera, so that you may not be able to hear me, or there's all kinds of things that could have gone wrong here. But the topic for this video is Buddhism. So, birds taking off, flying. Great. So, Buddhism. So, maybe in September-ish, say September, August, July, maybe even, I'm not sure. At some point, I received so I'm on Meetup.com, and when you join Meetup, you can put in topics that you're interested in. And I've always been interested in Buddhism, right? So it's one of the topics. And then if new Meetup groups form in your area, then hey, you can get a notification for them. So I got a notification for a new group that had formed, and it was the Padmasambhava Buddhist Center here in Nashville. And you can look that up if you can figure out how to spell Padmasambhava. And I can now say it, which is a step up for me. But it's a Tibetan Buddhist practice center, and I guess one of the higher ups in the center set up this meetup group, I guess, to get the word out or whatever. So I saw it, and which is kind of funny because the local people don't know anything that the meetup exists, but so that's funny. But anyway, I started going. I went to one session, and then I went to a couple more, and I was like, oh, and I took my wife, and she didn't like it, but I liked it. And so I try to go once or twice a week. Typically what I go to is, so they have, so let me tell you first about the center. There's two brothers that came over from India, but they're originally from Tibet, and they formed this group, and they live in New York, but they have centers all over the United States, all over the world, really. And they're not big; they're small, right? Because depending on where they're at, right? The one in Nashville has a small core following, right? But so anyway, the basic thing that we do is we have practices throughout the week, and one of the practices is calm abiding meditation. I think it's called Samatha meditation, and so with that, you're just following your breath, basic meditation. And they talk a little bit about the posture and breathing, and but mainly it's and there's other exercises and stuff, and chants and prayers and things, but mainly the meditation is about following your breath. So we do that twice a week. And then there's a teaching. And I just received a notification, so maybe that was some kind of notification for that. I don't know. Anyway, the other one is a teaching, so that we'll watch a video of one of the teachers talking, and he'll talk on some subject, and then we'll have kind of a guided discussion about that subject. And then there's a couple of other practices I haven't been to. One of them is the Heart Sutra practice, which is it's like a chant type practice. I've never been to that one. I don't know anything about it. And then the other one is Nundro, and I don't know anything. I have no clue what that one's about. So at some point, but those are like a little bit more advanced type practices, and I'm still kind of a newbie and learning and feeling my way through this. So, but what I do appreciate about it is the meditation aspect, and it's very cool. And so that's what I do. I typically go on Sundays. They have the meditation, and then they have the teaching on Sundays following. And then they also have meditation on Tuesday evenings. So I try to go to both of those. And then somebody's distracting me. They're yelling at their dog or something. I don't know what's going on. So, or maybe they're yelling at each other. I don't know. This is a weird place. Anyway, so I've been doing that. It's Sunday morning right now. So later I will go sit and think about my breath for a while, and or concentrate on my breath and try not to think at all. Maybe I'm not sure how that works, but anyway, I've found it very appealing, very calming, very liberating almost. It's weird to say that because you have kind of these not necessarily rules, but kind of rules that you're supposed to live by. And but it seems like, to me, it gives me like a structure, right? Without and so it is kind of organized religion, but it doesn't have the trappings of a lot of other kind of Western religions. So, like Christianity or Judaism or Islam or anything like that. It's especially the way we practice it. So it's kind of a constant. It's more about constant self-improvement, and through that self-improvement, through that awareness, things just naturally start to fall into place, and things around you start to get better. So as you're more mindful, and as you start to take some of the teachings to heart, things just naturally start to fall into place for you. Your interactions with other people start to get better and things like that. So it's big fun, and something that I don't talk about much publicly, and something that if you're looking for a way to get some kind of structure in your life, and you're not a particularly religious person like I am not, it might hit that button for you, So there's plenty of even secular meditation groups out there that might be what you're looking for. So if that's something that you think you might want, I would say go for it. Anyway, that's the end of this video.